well. I'm here to, of course, help you fix your life and your relationship. So I want to welcome, like I said, definitely welcome y'all to this podcast and to YouTube. And if you're on either one, make sure that you're, of course, subscribing. Make sure that you're following me. I guess I put it that way as well. Make sure that you're commenting, and make sure that you're, of course, sharing this out with somebody that you know that may need to hear this message. This message this morning is all about what is your dream. Yesterday we celebrated MLK Day 2023. So definitely, like I said, I know Martin had a dream, and he talked about his dream, bringing, of course, the people together, unifying the people, the races, and that kind of thing to, of course, work together and to live together harmoniously. I guess I put it that way. And of course, like I said, that got me to thinking about what is your dream, what is my dream. I guess I put it that way. I wrote in my journal last night. Of course, what my dream was or what I envisioned, that kind of thing, my goals, the mission I'm looking forward to, I guess I put it that way. And like I said, it just got me to thinking. That's why I wrote this topic down so I can make sure that I direct this to those who need to hear it. But like I said, definitely just asking, what is your dream? I know a lot of times we, of course, are going through life and are sick and tired of whether it's, because I'm still a full-time employee. So of course, whether that's working for somebody else and not living your own dreams and your own visions and your own goals, or if it's you have a business and you're sick and tired of that, you want to do something different, or whatever the case may be, or you even want to create a business because you're not doing anything. I guess I put it that way, but you have a passion, you have mission, you have all these types of things that you want to see come to fruition, but you're scared to push forward with them. I guess I put it that way. Regardless as to where you sit on that spectrum, like I said, we all have a dream at some point that we all want to, of course, see come to fruition. And I know, like I said, we get sick and tired of being sick and tired because I know I'm like that with my job. And I'm, of course, blessed and grateful that I have a job to work, and it's helping me, of course, learn how to speak better and facilitate groups a lot better and that kind of thing. I could definitely say that. So I'm definitely getting something from it. But like I said, definitely, I know I can't say that for everybody out there because I'm sure some of you are not getting everything that you need from your job, and your job may not even care. I've spoken to a lot of you all through chat, through DM, through comments on TikTok, on Facebook, on different platforms I'm on, talking about the great resignation, why you left your job, or why you're wanting to quit your job, and all these types of things. And like I said, at some point, we all get sick and tired of being sick and tired of those kind of things, and we want something better for ourselves. That's why, like I said, this podcast and this video is, of course, talking about what is your dream. You have to sit down to figure out what your dream is. What is it that you're good at? And like I said, I know a lot of times we, of course, we do a lot of stuff. Whether you're a good speaker, whether you, I don't know, you're a good drawer, or you have a lot of knowledge in a certain area, or whatever it is. People out there need that information. People are waiting on you. I know I've said that many a times in the videos that I've had, but there's folks out there waiting on you. The same thing I had to tell myself and keep telling myself, that there's folks out there waiting on me, waiting on the knowledge that I have, waiting on the information that I have, waiting on the courses that I want to create or the books that I want to write. They're out there waiting on that information so they can start transforming their life as well. People are just stuck, and like I said, there's a lot of things that, of course, not just COVID, but just with stuck in general. Not finding the I guess the dream job, which I don't think there is a dream job. I could be wrong, but I know some folks love their job and love what they do, and that's fine and dandy. But for a lot of us, I'm sure at least 75% of us do not like the jobs that we have, but are grateful for them because they pay our bills. I know I'm one of those people. But like I said, definitely we have to get to a point where we have to start making some moves, y'all. Like I said, my hair, if y'all can see me on this podcast, y'all can't, but my hair's sticking up. I'm trying to pull it back down. There we go. But like I said, definitely we have to get to a point where we're that sick and tired of being sick and tired that forces us to, of course, push forward to start living our dreams, to start creating the business that we want, or to start creating the bakery, whatever it is that you're trying to do, bakery, dancing. I don't know, you want to make stickers, you want to make books, you want to be a life coach, you want to do whatever it is you want to do. Like I said, start pushing forward in those areas. At some point, if you don't start pushing forward in those areas, you're going to die with those same regrets in your head, in your mind, in your heart and soul. A lot of us do. Like I said before in one of the other previous episodes, that Les Brown and others have talked about how the cemetery is the richest place on earth, and it is. That's where all of our unwritten books, our published courses, all those types of things go. All that knowledge that we had and all those kind of things, they'll die with us if we don't put them out into the world. I know a lot of folks, of course, I used to be one of those folks. I had no idea that I could actually be a coach or that kind of thing back in the day, but now I know that. And since I knew that, of course, it's along the lines of me being a social worker because it's the same thing that I kind of do already. I have done in the past, I guess I put it that way. And like I said, I had to get to a point where it was either Me starting this business or me still being unhappy in the job that I was in and doing the things that I was doing, working for somebody else's mission and their vision. I had to get to a point where I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I knew it wasn't going to happen. I was going to make $1,000 the first month or that kind of thing. That's fine. But I knew that I had to start working on something that's going to push me farther to my goal that I see for myself. I'm sure a lot of y'all out there are probably the same, but you're scared to get started. I can't tell you how many folks I've talked to and chatted with, like I said, across these social media streets that have said similar things. Or I see the posts coming across, so I don't know if I have enough confidence or this kind of thing. I see it every single day. And like I said, we have to get to a point where if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, you have to take action on those things. If not, nothing will ever happen. And like I said, you just dab with those regrets. If you want to do that, then that's fine. Some people do. I mean, actually, a lot of people do, actually. But if that's what you want to do, then go ahead and do that. And never take any steps to do anything, but just work for somebody and do whatever you're going to do and be unhappy. You can do that all day long. Many of us, at least half the world does that. I'm sure. If not more than that. But like I said, I had to make my mind up a few years ago. Let me see what year that was. I don't even know. 2017, 18, one of those, that I was going to do something different with my life instead of still working for the same person, same with not just the same people, but just working in general. Like I said, it's not that I don't love to go to, well, I guess I love the paycheck, I put it that way. But as far as me loving the mission, the vision, that's not mine. I have to create something where I see mine, I guess I put it that way. Like I said, that's their mission, their vision, their goals, that kind of thing, and it's never been mine. And I've always had a problem with that since I first started working. The first day I stepped into the state office, working in St. Louis for I guess for the children's division. That's back in 1999. What May 1999. And I had to realize that from that day on, I had no idea that I can actually start my own business. I thought it was just for white folks or for the folks who had money, or and it just wasn't for me. I guess I put it that way because I hadn't seen anybody in my neighborhood or around me that had done so. And I had to make it up, like I said, in my mind. Once I got older, once I got more knowledge, I don't know what I don't know. And once I came to know these things, that there are folks out there who are life and relationship coaches or business coaches or whatever kind of coach you are, that's making money every single day in their business. And that I can do that too. I had to realize that there's folks out there who have bakeries or who bake or who dance or do whatever kind of creativity you do, that of course make money doing those things, because there's folks out there that need that information or that need that release of whatever it is. Like I said, I had to realize that. That's why I said, what is your dream? You have to go back to what is your dream. I don't care if it's a dream that you had when you was a kid, or starting a barbershop, or starting a beauty shop, or you love to do hair, or whatever it is. Live out that dream. If you still are interested in that thing, then go ahead and start doing those things. You never know where it can get you to. I don't know where this is going to get me to. Yes, I can be on here talking all day, or doing these videos, or doing these podcasts, or doing the videos on TikTok or Facebook or wherever it's at, but I have no idea where that's going to get me either. I may have an inkling. I know what the goals are that I see for myself. But like I said, I definitely have to keep pushing every single day towards something. If I don't, I feel like I'm a loser and I have lost that life and this kind of thing. I'm going to feel like I regret all this stuff because I did not even take the steps to even try to do anything. Like I said, that's just for me. I'm sure there are some other folks out there who feel the same way as well. You have to start taking steps doing something, especially if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. My main goal is to, of course, to work myself out of a job. That was my goal last year, and it's still my goal this year. I guess I put it that way as well. But like I said, I have to get to that point. I have to learn the steps and the skills, the business skills, especially sales skills, to get to that point. And at this point, I think I've learned enough to, of course, I'm making other moves and doing starting the webinars. That'll be not this week, but it'll be next week actually. I told y'all in my previous, I think, episode or two, that by the end of January, my webinars will be starting every single week on Wednesdays at 7. And if you're seeing this video, make sure that you click that link and go ahead and get registered for the free relationship webinar. Whenever you see this, I'm sure it'll still be going on. Like I said, I had to start making moves once I figured out how to do the things, how to do the money making activities that will of course work myself out of a job. It wasn't just the posting. It wasn't just the putting up the videos. I have to have a strategy behind those things. And like I said, once I learned that last year actually. Again, I guess I put it that way because I was told that a long time ago. But me not wanting to listen right then set me back a long time. I guess I put it there, or months or years or whatever it has taken for me to get to this point. But like I said, I had to make sure that the things that I see the people out there doing, the things that I see the people I look up to, the things I see them doing, that those are the things, that the activities that I need to be doing as well. And like I said, I definitely had to realize that. That's what set me on this trajectory, I guess I put it that way. As far as making sure that I know what my dream is and making sure that I'm doing the activities to reach those particular dreams. It may not be tomorrow, it may not be next month that I have all this stuff set, which is fine. I understand that. It's going to take a little bit of time, and that's fine. Of me doing the right activities to, of course, work myself out of a job. I know that now. And like I said, for you, you have to understand the same thing. So, what is your dream? Have you sat down to, of course, to write about in your journal or your notebook what things you're good at? And write about the problems that you see that you may be able to solve with the things that you're good at. And create a business behind that. A business is not hard to start. It's very easy to start. I mean, it's very easy to start. Just start talking about something. Start doing the videos. Just start doing the work. Yes, you can get your business license and those kind of. I'm not telling you don't get those things, but to get started, just get started doing something that you know that you have information around. Know that you've always done. For instance, if you've always been an accountant, working for somebody else, you have all those accounting skills that you can turn into a finance business. I'm sure your own consultants, I guess, consultant business. I'm sure. Even if it's teaching simple budgeting or how to write checks or whatever the case may be. I don't know, whatever your finance interests are. You can create all types of businesses that people need that information, trust me, about budgeting. People need that information about how to write checks, all those types of things. They need the information about stocks and bonds and all these types of things too. How to balance the books. They need all those things. And when you're not creating those things that people need, people are not getting the transformation that they need. Because there's a tribe out there for everybody. Some folks will listen to all these other gurus and that kind of thing, and that's not who they want or need. They need somebody who's coming from the mud just like them, still working, trying to make things work, trying to show them how to save and trying and show them their not their bank account per se, I guess like the numbers, but showing them how they're progressing every week. Some people need people like that. They're starting with their basics and trying to get their life together so they can start teaching other folks how to get their life together as well. People need those kind of things. Regardless as to how simple you may think it is, it's very simple, but people, trust me, folks need that. There's folks becoming adults every single day that need that information who have not grown up with that information, or the parents hadn't even taught them that because the parents didn't even know that. Or they were bad with money or whatever it is. Like I said, we have to start writing down, like I said, those 2-3 things, writing down what you're good at, what you know. I don't care if you know how to fold boxes, whatever it is, write down what you know. There's companies that make millions, billions of boxes. As you see all these folks out here using boxes to ship all kind of stuff. If that's what you're good at, then write that down. What are you good at? And what problems do you see with the things that you're good at? Is there a problem in the finances department that there's too many gurus who are talking about making millions when they've already made millions and can't nobody identify with them? Then that is a problem. We need folks to start from the basics. A lot of those folks that listen to all these gurus, they have not started from the basics, so they cannot do what these gurus do. They already have the money. You don't have the money, you have to start from somewhere. That is the problem. We need people to teach that. Like I said, we have to get on the path to know that just because it sounds basic to us and we already know how to do it, other folks out there do not know how. And then, of course, like I said, turning those things into a business, whether it's a finance business, whether it's a coaching business, whether it's you're a therapist who wants to create their own business, whatever you're wanting to do, go ahead and do those things. Don't dab with all this knowledge, all these books, all these courses that you hadn't done inside your head and your heart and your soul. We have too many things in the cemetery that's already living there. Unwritten books and all these types of things that folks could have used to change their lives with. I know I read that book, A Purpose. I don't even know where it's at, but it's A Purpose-Driven Life. I'm trying to see if I can, I'm not going to get up and find it, but it's a book called A Purpose-Driven Life. I got permission from that publishing company to read that book last year. And one of the main things, of course, providing service to this world. What we're supposed to be doing, I guess I put it that way, in God's eyes. Providing service, one of the things, providing service to this world. helping folks see the God in us. I guess I put it that way as well through that service. And if you're not doing that, then what in the world are you doing? Like I said, at some point we have to get wise and we have to understand that this world, this life is just not for us. I mean, it is for us in a certain, I guess, in a certain way to live it, and to of course produce those services that folks need. But we also have to understand that if you believe in God and those kind of things, you're living out His mission and His dream that He's given you as well. I'm sure you have different talents that He's given you. I'm sure that everybody does. Even if you don't believe in God, whoever your higher power, whoever that person is, I'm sure they gave you some talents that you're good at, some things that you're good at. We all have that. I don't care if you have one or you have 100. Well, you may not have 100, but you may have one. I guess no more than 10, probably. I assume. I don't know, but some folks may have that amount. I have no idea. But like I said, you have to start pushing forward towards those things. They weren't given to you just for nothing. If you see somebody else out there living your dream and doing the same thing you want to do, there was a talent that was taken from you. Is how I look at that one. And I think it says that in one of the parables or books. I don't know what it is, but something in the Bible. That's all I can tell you. I'm not well versed and don't know all the things, but like I said, I know it definitely says it is something along those lines about the talents that these folks had. That some were taken away and some weren't because the folks that were taken away, they hadn't used them. And like I said, if you see folks out there doing the thing that you were told to do, and you're gonna be like, oh my God, I should have did this, I should have listened. Go ahead and start doing those things. It's still not too late, but you have to push forward with something. There's folks out there depending on you, and there's folks out there that need you. And folks out there that, like I said, they need transformation from your mouth and your voice and your post and your videos, your finance information, your cakes or whatever it is. Your dance skills, video skills, whatever it is, they need the transformation from you and not these other gurus and folks talking about it. Everybody has somebody to follow, and it is not everybody that you see. All those folks that you see, like I said, there's certain folks out there for certain folks. And once you start getting out there, putting your message out there, those folks, that tribe will definitely come. And like I said, that's one thing I had to realize as well. Once I start getting in motion, my tribe will come. It may not be all the people I need at first, but that's okay. Or all the folks that want to hear my voice at first, or some may come and call me all kind of names, which I have gotten, monkeys and the N word and all this kind of stuff. Just go back to Africa, all this craziness. Like I said, I have gotten all kind of stuff. It ain't, well, I guess to me it's funny, but whatever. I know those folks are just hurting, I put it that way. Hurting, jealous, haters, whatever you want to call it. But like I said, definitely we have to get to a point to realize and understand that our dreams are our dreams, and we have to start living those things. There's no reason that you cannot do so, unless you're telling yourself that you cannot do so. If so, that's something that you have to work on. Even if it takes you to listen to motivational speeches every single day and all day long. Even if it takes you to listen to inspirational, Les Brown, Steve Harvey, anybody else, I don't know anybody else, Tony Robbins, anybody else. In order to get your mindset together, I guess I put it that way. That takes that sometimes. And sometimes it takes hours of that. In order for you to, of course, gain, I had to do the same thing. Listen to all these motivational videos and music and just relaxation stuff and learning how to meditate, all these types of things to get my mindset ready to start doing this work. And to know that I can, of course, do this work. And not feel like I'm a failure. I feel like I'm a fraud, I guess I put it that way. I had to start getting my mindset together about that. Because these are things that I'm good at. So these are things that I can talk about and know it's not a fraud, and I have the confidence to do these things. I had to start doing my stuff the same exact way like everybody else, I'm sure, that went down the same path as well, or similar path as well, to start any kind of business. We all have to go through that same thing. So like I said, this podcast, make sure that y'all are sharing this out to people you think need to hear this. And that may need to start their business ASAP, I guess I put it that way, but needed some push in that direction. You can share this, of course, on your blogs. You can share it on your social media sites, or just through email. That's fine as well. To your family and friends that you care about and love, that you want to see do better. And make sure that y'all, of course, are subscribing to, of course, my YouTube channel and, of course, this podcast, Taboo Conversations. And again, this is your girl, Tonetta Clay, your social worker coach. I want to say thank y'all for tuning in. I'm going to get my butt off here because I do got to get to work this morning. So I'm going to get my butt off here, but I want to make sure that I did this video for y'all to ask you, what is your dream? And if you're listening to this and you finish this video, please comment down below what your dream is. I do want to hear from y'all. what your dream is and what you're doing about it. So y'all again take care. I'll see y'all on the next episode. Have a great one, y'all.